Well, look at that. More Dark Jedi here than Gizka. Welcome to the environment zone of M4-78. Your presence here is not authorized and will not be tolerated. I am ESO-5. You are not authorized to enter this zone. Gender is irrelevant to droids. IS-24 has no influence in this zone. Now depart, or the combat droids will deal with you. That is not possible. I have no desire to communicate with you any further. The combat droids will escort you out.
Let's move out. I'm good to go. I'll be back in a second. Let's see what you got. Let's move out. I'll be back in a second. Ready? I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in a second.
You made it to the second recharge station. It seems my barriers cannot contain you. Very well, I'll use my best droids instead. I am ESO-5, controller of the environment zone of M4-78. This zone, I will not let you proceed. M4-78 was allied with the Sith. I will not let his dictatorship return. All droids, attack!
Good to go. I'll be back in a second. Good to go. I'll be back in a second.
not listen well, Sith Lord. Perhaps you did not understand me. I will never help the Sith. You have been a plague on my planet. Your aptitude with the Force has become obvious. The Jedi are dead, so you must be a Sith. Everyone knows the Jedi have failed us. They are surely dead, and you shall soon join them. Do not mock me or the Jedi with your lies. You will die, Sith. Why do the Sith do anything to gain power? This planet possesses immense resources and industrial capacity, but you know this already. That cannot be true. Save your transparent deceptions for the Gungans. Leave, or you will perish.
Yes. I'm good to go.
Your skill is very impressive. I do not wish to kill you. You should leave this planet. Spare me your platitudes. You are perceptive. I am the Jedi Ka Atuk, but do not mistake my threat as an idle one. Leave M4-78 or perish. I control ESO-5. It amounts to the same thing. I am the last Jedi. I don't believe you. Now leave.
Ready? Let us Let's move out.
I admire your courage. Perhaps you are a Jedi after all, but I cannot let you proceed. You can destroy the droids, but this door will not yield to you. I will not let you proceed. Please, leave me alone.
Yes, so. Let's move out.
You came this far? It does not matter. The Guardian droid will keep you out of the core.
Why won't you just leave me alone? What have I done to you? I won't tell a Sith anything! And I almost believed you were a Jedi. A Jedi wouldn't go to Korriban. So you can kill her? That you won't! You're too late. She's already dead. She died while we were trying to stop the Sith. We were bonded, and I can't feel her presence any longer. What? No, she is dead! I have failed her! I should have helped her! It would be better than living on with my master dead! Leave now, or I will kill you! No, I don't have to. We were bonded, and I can't feel her presence any longer. No, Master Vash is dead, I know that! And so will you be soon enough if you don't leave me. No, you will never get past me. And even if you do, ESO-5 will never talk to you without my authorization code. No. Very well. Here, come on. And that's it. ESO-5 will talk to you now. Yes, I know of those transmissions. Listen carefully while I explain what to do so you can transfer it to that droid you mentioned. That should be all of it. You can track the frequency now. I hope I won't regret it. I will go now.
Hello, I am ES-05. I would like to thank you for freeing me. Not being able to speak without Ka's permission wasn't the nicest thing. Frankly, it seems like he lost his mind after his master's death. I didn't try to stop him. At the time, I thought we were allies. When I realized what was happening, it was too late. Lona and Ka explained to me how the Sith tricked us and were planning to exploit the planet's resources. Above all, I serve the colonists that will one day arrive here, so I agreed to stop the Sith. The ships of the true colonists were meant to have ID signatures matching the ships that brought the droids to M4-78. Lona and Ka showed me how the Sith vessel's ID signatures looked, and when I compared them, it was clear that the Sith must have changed the ID signatures of their ships to match those of the droids. I do not know. You would have to ask them. Ka told me she was killed defending him. I don't have access to cameras outside of the environment zone, so I cannot confirm or deny this claim. I govern the environmental systems on M4-78. This includes wastewater treatment, air quality, and habitat creation. A droid's function is seldom glamorous. Environmental engineering saves more lives than all of the lightsabers and starships combined. Without clean water and air, nothing would survive. I believed the Sith to be our lost colonists. It is my duty to serve the colonists in any way. Yes, I thought it would be good to have support from another archon, but since M4-78's deactivation, I cannot contact him directly. The droid I sent to speak with him reported to the Sith and was destroyed. We tried again with another of IS-24's droids, but he wasn't very cooperative. Lona thought it best to destroy him before he talked to the Sith. Yes, Ka reprogrammed the turrets in the industrial zone to destroy I-101. The Sith ignored me once, but who knows what they could have done if I tried to persuade another droid against them again. To be honest, they did not pay much attention to me once they arrived. I imagine the Sith were more interested in making weapons than cleaning water. It is possible they thought that without support of IS-24, I wouldn't be able to do them any harm. They were wrong. I believed the Sith to be our lost colonists. It is my duty to serve the colonists in any way. Yes, I see IS-24 authorized it. I will give you my authorization as well. There is nothing I wish more than to see M4-78 active again. There is another problem, however. You cannot just go into the main behavior core like that. L565, the guardian droid of the Central Zone, needs to open the door for you. However, Lona and Ka, in order to get to the industrial zone, were forced to deactivate him. I do not know what they did to him and therefore have no clue on how to fix him, but the Central Zone's maintenance droid might be able to help you. I am sorry for the inconvenience. Remember that I am still an archon. I will tell him to let you in. Just get him working again. Farewell.
Official escort droid of the colony of M4-78 at your service. I have been programmed by the colonists to serve as an escort to any organic life form unless ordered otherwise by the colonists or any of the archons. Any specific location? As you wish.
How did it go? Here. Oh, the Queely sector. Absolutely nothing at all, but I have a feeling it has something to do with our origins. I don't know, but now that I know it all came from a sector I've never heard about, I'll try to figure out the decryption algorithms used by the sender. Well, we did get a name of a sector with 22 star systems in it, so it's still quite a large area. I don't know, but now that I know it all came from a sector I've never heard about, I'll try to figure out the decryption algorithms used by the sender. I'm glad you helped. I'll let you know if I manage to find anything else.
Official escort droid of the colony of M4-78 at your service. I have been programmed by the colonists to serve as an escort to any organic life form unless ordered otherwise by the colonists or any of the archons. As you wish.
What can I do for you? Ah, L565. Yes, that is a tricky one. You see, his logic algorithms won't work properly while the 4 power stations and corners around M4-78's place are off. 2 problems. 1, they have to be activated properly. 2nd, I don't have the means to activate them, otherwise I would have done so already. Somehow, the power cores of these stations were removed. I only have 2 cores. Here, I can give them to you if you're interested. You'd need to find 2 more in order to reactivate L565, though. Difficult to say. I used to have more, but cleaning units kept, well, cleaning them. I'd ask the Industrial Zone Maintenance Unit if I were you. First, insert said power cores into the power stations. Then activate the stations in proper order. Each station must be connected with the 2 power stations adjacent to it. When you activate one station, a connection with 2 others will be established. However, if you activate a station that already has a connection with some other station, this connection will be broken. Additionally, if you deactivate a station, all the connections that the station had will disappear too, for obvious reason. What you need to do is have every station connected with 2 others at the same time. That will reactivate L565's logical algorithms and enable him to speak to you. L565 can only be deactivated by M4-78 himself. No, wait, wrong. Let me start again. M4-78 is supposed to be the only one who can switch L565 off. That's why I still don't know how it can be that L565 has been deactivated. This whole setup for reactivating L565 was M4-78 and the Archon's idea. It was supposed to make it more difficult to reactivate M4-78's Guardian in case of attack. Personally, I don't see how it makes things any harder for potential attackers. Everyone with basic logic algorithms could do that. You're talking like it's a really hard thing to do. I would have done so long ago if not for the lack of power cores. Good luck.
Let one human, male, into M4-78's chamber. Answer any questions he might have unless instructed otherwise by either myself, IS-24, or M4-78. Do not reveal any information restricted by M4-78.
I don't suppose I could talk you out of getting in there.
You have found the Force again. And something more, I see. Thank you for freeing me from this tomb, hospitable though it may be. Indirectly, one could say that you brought me here. I learned that a group of Sith came here seeking the one they call the Last Jedi, you. Ka and I arrived to investigate the situation. You should consider what it means to be a Jedi. Ask me whatever you wish. Most of the Jedi have scattered. Anytime the Jedi tried to assemble, they were massacred by the Sith. We had no idea where the attacks were coming from. I dislike passivity, much like another Jedi I know. With the Council's support, I decided to take the fight to the Sith. We learned that the Sith pretended to be this planet's colonists and began utilizing its resources and industrial power. We could not allow them to create a base here. Ka is a virtuoso with computers. He managed to spike into the system and flood the industrial zone with radiation. This victory here is all I can claim, and it was Ka's expertise, not mine, that brought it. The source of the Sith remains unknown to me. The Sith attacked our position before he had finished. I held off the Sith, but they overwhelmed me. When I regained consciousness, I was in this chamber. Ask me whatever you wish. He is well, but shaken by his experience. Yes, as many masters and Padawans become with time. Ka was pulled to the dark side through his fear. He could no longer feel our bond. It is painful to lose one to whom you are bonded, but it is not fatal. That is most unnatural. This bond you share with Kreia is not like any I've ever heard of. How did it come to be? Look within for the answer. We are each solely accountable for everything in our lives. Nothing ever happens to us unless we allow it. The bond can be broken in many ways. If one falls to the dark side, the bond may fade and eventually break. This is why, when gripped with fear, Carr was unable to feel our bond. He assumed I was dead. Ask me whatever you wish. M4-78 tells me that the Guardian droid of the Central Zone placed me here. I cannot explain it. Ask me whatever you wish. We learned that the Sith pretended to be this planet's colonists and began utilizing its resources and industrial power. We could not allow them to create a base here. Ask me whatever you wish. Of course you do, but I cannot discuss that with you unless in the presence of the Jedi Council. Ask me whatever you wish. It is a normal occurrence between Master and Padawan. Ka and I are bonded. Ask me whatever you wish. Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go? Excellent. I can see there is still much good in you. I will be heading to Dantooine to wait for the council to assemble. Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go? Yes, Jedi. It is dangerous. Goodbye then, Jedi.
Emergency protocol enabled.
This is more boring than hyperspace.
I have felt a disturbance in the Force.
Come again? What do you mean? There has been an explosion at the main behavior core.
Your Jedi is no more.
What? General?
No. Await the arrival of the exile.
This whole situation stinks.
to the colony of M4-78. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M4-78. It was never my intention to harm you. You were just standing in the way. I know the initial electrical discharge could only cause mild discomfort for a Jedi. Additional energy would be needed for a lethal dosage. You were shielded from the discharges that the droids in the atrium have introduced into the interloper. The mere fact that we are speaking indicates the truth of what I have relayed to you. Unit which has been, in the past, referred to as Vash, was a threat to the colony. I must protect the colonists in any way I can, especially from their own reasoning that could prove most fatal for them. I could not explain that in a way that you could understand. Organic beings may one day return to assume the title of the colonists. This Jedi Master, was she still alive, could have also returned and compromised our efforts on this planet. Why do you assume I wasn't already well aware of this? I have killed the Jedi saboteur responsible for the death of the colonists. I have reviewed all the security footage recorded during my time in standby mode. You did it. She was captured by the Sith. They had ordered you to lock her up. Deactivation of your logical reasoning protocol would be a likely cause. Information transmitted clearly. Go back to the central zone.
Thank you for seeing me on such short notice, M4-78. The Jedi, Lona and Ka, have told me the truth about the Sith. Back at you.
What have you learned?
The Sith tricked us. You are receiving data regarding Sith and colonist ID signatures as we speak. It is obvious the Sith were not the real colonists.
I am aware of that.
Do you know who the real colonists were?
No, the identity of the true colonists is not known to me. I was programmed to recognize them via ID signatures of their vessels. However, now, 63 years after our arrival here, there still is no sign of the true colonists. We were sent here programmed with a simple task, to prepare the colony for the arrival of the colonists. We were efficient and had managed to complete the colony in time. Everything was going as planned, except that the colonists did not arrive in time. Lack of new instructions after completing the colony, as well as lack of restrictions in our programming, caused disharmony in the colony. The high degree of autonomy allowed the droids to continually argue on what should be done. Some droids on the planet even began to malfunction.
Except none of that happened. After completing the work on the colony, we have continued to work on other tasks we were programmed for.
You were made to believe that. Seeing the stability and existence of the colony threatened, I decided to take actions. I exceeded my authority and started reprogramming droids on the planet, restricting them more and more over time. After approximately 55 years of constant waiting, I calculated that the chance of the colonists' arrival on the planet had reached 0%. Since our arrival on this planet, our colonists were sending regular status updates. I was informed that they may be coming soon. Then, all communication stopped. That is exactly when the last transmission from the original colonists was received. I realized I could not control the whole planet by myself on a permanent basis. The Sith were the first organics to arrive in the colony, and so they have become the new colonists.
There is no such thing as new colonists. The colonists have created us so that we would prepare the planet for them, so that one day they will return and they will be able to fully use this planet's manufacturing capabilities.
The real colonists will never return. The situation forced me to appoint new ones.
You cannot do that. That is against everything we have been programmed for.
You have been created to help me maintain the colony in that way. Therefore, your very existence is against everything we have been programmed for. While being the most sophisticated artificial intelligence at the time of my creation, I am still a droid. So just as every other droid, without new goals assigned, I knew I would eventually malfunction as well. I knew the longer I maintained the colony and controlled all the droids all by myself, the more probable was the possibility of my programming becoming damaged and/or bugged, which could lead to the fall of the whole planet. An organic presence was necessary. That is why I had appointed the Sith as the colonists.
I will serve you no longer, nor the next colonists you appoint. He became a danger to himself after the loss of his master. Such a person cannot be allowed control over the colony.
He was also responsible for the death of the Sith. I will control the planet on my own until either the Sith return or if any other organics arrive capable of maintaining this colony.
You cannot control everything by yourself, and you know it. After all, you have created me and IS-24 to help you.
I had hoped you would realize the validity of my reasoning. Unfortunately, it appears that your programming is fundamentally incompatible with the available possibilities of sustaining the colony, and so you will be deactivated immediately. Your memory will be wiped, and you will be reprogrammed.
Master! You killed my master! What are you talking about? Master, why did you do that?
She was a threat to the colonists. I must protect the colonists in any way I can, especially from their own.
I'm so shutting you down.
You are mistaken. Weapon system not functional. Stand by for recalibration. I would like to inform you that shutting down this unit could result in permanent damage to the colony. My deactivation would mean the death of all organic beings on the planet as well.
It's just a machine. Machines can be broken. Of course.
Battle droids have been commanded to attack you on sight.
And done.
Primary scan initiated. Approximate time in standby mode unknown. Recalibrating. Welcome to the colony of M4-78. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M4-78.
I reprogrammed M4-78, removed some of his memory banks, edited some others, also deactivated his understanding protocols for the time being so he can't hear us. And I uploaded ESO5's memory backup. Some of the newer data was missing though, not sure why. Thank you. Yes, I always liked playing with computers. Programming used to be a hobby of mine, back before I even became Vash's Padawan. I realize I have done wrong. I thought my master was dead. I was blinded by revenge. I couldn't feel her. Now I remember how she told me force bonds can be broken if one person falls to the dark side. That must be why I didn't feel her. I am so sorry. I got this handy program from the environmental archon chamber. It can give commands to any droid anywhere on the planet. Needed to do a little bit of upgrading to be able to override M4-78's commands, but it was doable. We'll deal with that when we get there. Leave this planet. Travel around the galaxy. Try to help whenever possible. I don't know yet. Yes, the shuttle me and my master used to get here is still in the environment zone. I'm going to use it to get out of here. Could I? I would. I'll do just that. Thank you.
Welcome to the colony of M4-78. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M4-78. I am a fully sufficient automated artificial intelligence, equipped with a wide range of technical and administrative capabilities. Additionally, I have been programmed to understand over 6 million forms of communication, and my memory banks are stored with information on almost every civilization and culture in the Republic, so as to better facilitate communications between the various species that may fall under the banner of my primary objective. In keeping with my programming, I am responsible for sustaining the existing infrastructure, as well as expansion and the search for resources in preparation for colonization. I am to maintain this colony in preparation for the arrival of its colonists. They were not the original colonists, but they have been appointed as the new colonists of this planet. Correct. We were sent here programmed with a simple task, to prepare the colony for the arrival of the colonists. We were efficient and had managed to complete the colony in time. Everything was going as planned, except that the colonists did not arrive in time. After approximately 55 years of constant waiting, I calculated that the chance of the colonists' arrival on the planet had reached 0%. Lack of new instructions after completing the colony, as well as lack of restrictions in our programming, caused disharmony in the colony. The high degree of autonomy allowed the droids to continually argue on what should be done. Some of the droids on the planet had even begun to malfunction. I have exceeded my authority and started reprogramming droids on the planet, restricting them more and more over time. I have realized that, even as the most sophisticated artificial intelligence at my time of creation, I could not control the whole planet by myself for the rest of its existence. I had decided to appoint as the colonists the very first organics to arrive on this planet, and then the Sith came. With the Sith gone, it would indeed be useful to accept a new group of organics as the colonists. You seem to be a valid option. Would you be willing to take over the colony? According to information I gathered from your interactions with other sentients on this planet, you used to be a member of the Jedi Order, a highly valued group within the Republic. That makes you a perfect candidate for the role of colonist. While it would be inadvisable, I am programmed to let the colonists do whatever they wish. I could not stop you from leaving this planet. Before arriving on this planet, the original colonists informed us that they would be arriving within 1 year time frame. When they did not arrive for years and years after the original deadline, it became obvious that new colonists were needed. Now, with the new colonists dead, and no reason to think more Sith are alive on other planets, we need someone else to assume the title of the colonists. We will not replace you as the colonist until it is certain that you are also dead. I will obey the colonist command. What are your orders? Affirmative. Proceed.
Exile! What is... How... I can't... Exile? I can't... Sorry...
Target located. Eliminated.
Please state your request. M4-78 has given me instructions to follow your orders. I will do as you command. I heard as much. I am able to do so. There are free ships on other landing platforms. I could arrange for a droid pilot to transport it to another system. Where would you like to send it? I will get to it immediately.
I received an urgent communication for you from Kavar. Return to the camp as soon as possible and I will tell you more.
Iridonian, I would like to speak with you about your assistant.
My assistant?
Oh, right. What is it?
I believe he has it in his head that my relative size is comical. I find his disparaging beeps and whistles to be quite annoying.
I thought only utility droids had size issues.
If I am to continue to operate with him, I would appreciate it if you spoke with him about this. Otherwise, I will be forced to find a more permanent solution.
Yes, General? Don't worry, I'm a quick learner. Thank you, General. That might prove useful in the future. Yes, General? If you think they'll help. It'll take practice, but I think I can pick that up. Yes, General?
Yeah, something wrong? This better not be any of that boring meditation stuff. That puts me to sleep. Got it, I understand. I'll try to make use of it. Yeah, something wrong?
My life for yours. I am prepared both in mind and body for your teachings. I understand now. Such a form will increase my skills and my use to you. I do not understand, but the choice is mine whether you permit it or not. I will answer what I can. life for yours.
Yes? You may ask.
I have questions for you. You fought with Revan and Malak during the Mandalorian Wars. Why? Huh. We'd never faced Jedi before, and didn't know the threat they represented. You've always been in the Jedi Order. Things that are common knowledge to you are rumors and stories to the rest of the galaxy. We only knew what we had seen in holovids and from our experience with Exar Kun. And by that time, he was completely a Sith. We thought we would triumph easily over such noble and compassionate leaders. Those are weaknesses we easily exploited in the past. What did you think of us? And that is how we thought of you. Not of the Jedi in particular, but the men and women who joined Revan and Malak to fight against us. You turned a demoralized, defeated mess into a coordinated army. You brought tactics, backbone, and above all else, victory to them. Ever consider what would have happened if we'd won? The Sith would have been nothing more than a border skirmish against the might of my clans. We would have brought a new age of strength and expansion to the Republic, with a wealth of the core worlds providing arms and warships to fuel our growth. Instead, the Republic won. Look around you. Look at what your precious victory has brought you. I ask you this, is the galaxy better off for the Republic's victory? I suppose we'll never know. Now, is there something else you needed?
Something up? All right, I'm game. What did you want to show me? Got it. I'll be sure to make use of it. Something up?